place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You're giving up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Ingram. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right. But a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of hands.
He'll work his way down to the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Once Once you get triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. Showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Petty. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
This guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. And now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
Back to pass on second down. Here's a hit. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Grabbed near the marker. It's Hayes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So Them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He leashed a bullet on that. Converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Three to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Pocket breaking down. Back's got it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Trying to slam it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just keep slinging it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The sure hands, it's Johnson.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man. It's Ingram. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Back to throw, it's Petty. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Knocked down for the tackle.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to come from.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He hurls one deep down the left side, and incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. How How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Rushes on him. Trying to bull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
Man, I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. They got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Headed to the end zone. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Petty. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging in their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Lambert. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every